What do you know? Here we are on a Friday afternoon. I hope wherever you are, it's not as miserable as where I am. And yes, I'm over here in the corner by myself because I wanted to show everyone what we're going to be talking about today. It is going to be Bud Vision. Bud Vision will be going live shortly, and we're going to show you all about it. As soon as my cohort in pain, shall I say, as soon as he joins me, I will make sure that we get everything that we need to hear. There's going to be a lot of different things come up tonight. There he is. I'm going to bring him into the studio right now. You know what? You're worse than a woman, damn it. There's one thing about showing up on time, but then there's another thing about showing up on time. Damn it, my man.
I had to. I couldn't get. I could. No, I had stuff like we have a new company joining Bud Vision,
Okay, keep talking. I'm here. I'm
and
just sharing out to Twitter again,
then
real
we
quick.
have then we did we have cookies products up above there, and this is pretty cool. It's for growing weed, or you can do all sorts of. We got the chemicals too. Yeah, we got all sorts of good stuff. There's a ton of things, ton of good things happening.
Sweet. I'm just trying to get something on here. I hate the way we can't just run straight to Twitter like we always have. I'm pretty sure I spelled announcement wrong, but I don't give a shit. But I'm going to share this out real quick so we can get it out here. Thank God for spell check. Anyway, because I'm reaching across my keyboard to do this, I try to set myself up so I can't like go through everything. If you give me like 2 seconds, I will bring
Yeah,
you up
that's
on
all
full
good.
screen
No,
if you want to
that's
show some more
totally
stuff
good.
off.
And I got
That
got
is
some
on me.
more. Got
What is
some
up,
more of
Patrick? Thank
this.
you so much for joining us. Oh, you got all kind of goodies, don't you?
Oh yeah.
We're going to be talking a lot about Bud Vision today, ladies and gentlemen who've joined us so far. We're going to talk about some updates that the one and only Mr. Troy has. What do you have in your hand? I was trying to talk shit. Are those pre
Keep
rolls from
talking. You
cookies?
can watch and talk.
I can't not when you like drop me like that. Is that a rechargeable pin?
Yeah.
Fucking cool, dude.
Oh yeah.
And this is something we will be selling on Bud Vision.
Yep.
Dude, I like your rack. Your rack is just filling up back there. I can't wait to get my shit so I can start showing some off.
Well, there's a ton of stuff. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of stuff. Advent8.com.
Uh huh.
They've signed up. They're part of the Bud Vision family. Now they are going to be doing a lot of their own selling,
Hmm.
but I know there's going to come a time where they're gonna want influencers, and that's great. We'll be ready for them. We'll be able to take care of everything we need. Oh yeah, it's all
I can't
good.
wait, man. I'm really looking forward to every bit of it. Thank you so much, Patrick. I just went out and did the same. I hate the way that it doesn't go out there. Cece received her package from the last time Troy and I were live together when I gave away the stickers, and she posted it yesterday and tried to thank me for it, and she wasn't able to because her picture went out there. I could see the comments, but she was so restricted on Twitter. I have no idea why. And I thought it was me at first that I wasn't able to fully see it. So it's on its thing again. You can't go out and like too much stuff from everybody else, and you can't share anything out there anymore. So, what's on the agenda for this evening, sir? Would you like to show us some products? You want to talk about some stuff you've got going on, or where do you want to
Um,
roll with this?
yeah, I'm listen. I'm not even set up. Okay,
I
so I
know,
mean,
I
this
can
is
see you.
just so today specifically. Um, Today specifically, we had several other people join Bud Vision as companies. One of them is a mushroom company.
Oh
It
Lord, that's just what you need.
I know, and the
More of
other
them.
and Advent 8 finally got signed up, and
Sweet.
Arky's running that program with them, and they've got a bunch of stuff they're sending us. So yeah, no, there's another company called Good Old Boy CBD. They
Hmm.
signed up. There's another CBD company that signed up, and that's part of Blue Forest Farms. So
Sweet.
yeah, I mean it's really really cool. We got a lot of stuff going on. Some of the really big things that are going on. Right now, we're going to not this show, but probably next week sometime. We're going to have the influencers that want to be part of Bud Vision, even though there's been, everybody says we want to be part, we want to do this. They're going to have to officially sign up, and they're going to have to give us their handles on the various sites, because we're going to have to go through and audit their sites. I mean, audit their profiles.
Absolutely. Now, Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, Bud Vision, I don't care, because we are going to have, you can actually go to budvision.store. It's not up right now, but budvision.store will have our own stuff. So we're not going to be too picky on, individuals, so we don't have any standards of what we do, but, no nudity, no adult stuff, no porn stuff, that sort of stuff. So if you, like one of the, we've had a couple influencers that have signed up or have said they want to express interest, and we went out and audited their profiles, and they had adults.
Don't encourage the beast, Patrick. No, keep away from the mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
No, stay away from those. No, go ahead. Please continue.
I got some more.
No, not till at least get out everything we got to get out about Bud Vision first before I lose you to the abyss of those fucking good mushrooms. I'll tell you what, man, you should be a spokesperson and part owner in that mushroom company. The way you put them out like that, I've watched.
Yeah, those are the Wonder ones.
Yeah, those are fucking fabulous.
So the Wonder ones, they don't have their own website to buy. Okay. So we're gonna pull those in and put those on the Bud Vision store.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do there. So, so for Bud Vision itself, we're not really gonna care that much about the audits, but our brands that come in, they really care about audits. They care about, if you're an influencer, we have to run an audit on your people to see how many fakes you have, how many reels you have, and we do that all publicly. There's a service that that does
everybody does that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to invest in somebody, which you're going to have to as your streamer, if you're going to count on these people, you're going to want to make sure the following is there. I completely understand that.
Yeah. So we're going through that process right now. And I think we talked about last week, they're the fourth largest website in the world. It's not Google, and it's not a social media network. Their team, and anyway, the founders team is coming on board. That will probably be finalized in April sometime. And so that is what we've been doing, and I've been working on the back end. We are going to be adding advertisements.
Okay.
And they're video ads. So we are going to charge $25 per 1,000 views on video ads. So essentially what you're going to do is you'll sign up for Bud Vision if you want to be an advertiser. But no, here's the secret. You know what I would do? Mm-hmm. Here's a hack. If you're listening to me and you got a little bit of gumption in your belly and you want to make some money, I would sign up as a resell advertiser. And I would go out and I would go to all the dispensaries and I would say, we're a marketing company, not us, you.
Right.
Let's say Rob's marketing company, right? Mm-hmm. So what I would do is I would create the ads, video the ads, and do the live stream, and then the ads can get replayed. And I mean, if you're getting 20, so we would give you probably $10 to $11 out of that. So if you had a million, how many times does 1,000 go into 1,000,000?
100. For sure.
So, well, 100.
There's 1,000. Is 1,000 times 1,000?
Should be 1,000.
I don't know. I'm high right now. Don't quiz me on good shit like that. Damn it.
So I didn't think
I was supposed to study for this shit.
Yeah. So every million views that you got, you would be making $11,000. And if you've ever advertised on Facebook or another company, I mean, you can do that every 5-6 days. I know, but I'm just saying, this is craziness. So that is a pretty cool, thing. But yeah, and then we're gonna make some big changes starting next month on the social media on the live streams.
Okay.
So one of the things that I just designed out this morning is you will have the ability to do social media stuff. You'll be able to
Okay.
put posts up. If you're familiar with YouTube community,
Yes.
when you could create a YouTube community for yourself, you will be able to do a very similar function on Bud Vision. So even if you're not a live streamer, you could go and you could do reviews, you could share videos that are from the streams themselves, right? But you can put up pictures. We'll allow the pictures, not a big deal. And you'll be able to do quizzes. You'll be able to create a whole bunch of different interactive things that are cannabis related, within reason. And
Okay.
yeah, so that is going to be added, and that'll help out the engagement. There's a few other things that we're going to add, like when we're doing this live stream right here, we're going to open up a community section that will be able to host this live stream too at the same time. So you'll be able to log into Bud Vision, and I have to deal with StreamYard and a couple other companies to have that easily available. But yeah, you'll be able to do that too. So yeah, there's some other stuff that's going on. But right now our goal to the 31st is 20 shows. We'll get 20 shows live, and then next month our goal is to get 1,000 shows live. That would be our high goal at that point in time. And we've got over 500 products right now that are under our stream management. So yeah, that's where we're at. I can't really say much more, but things are kind of moving along fairly quickly. Yeah. So I mean,
I was up till 3 a.m. with a phone conversation with this gentleman right here.
Oh yeah, in the middle of the morning. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get something to eat. Probably go to the casino now. Well, I'm gonna go to fucking sleep.
Yeah,
my ass is gonna crash the hell out. No, I had a long day yesterday. I just a shit ton of stuff come in my lap all at once, and I was just busy as can be. When I come in the house, I just went out. I mean, I just went fuck out, and then I woke up after 38 text messages from you. No, just playing.
Yeah, no. So what do people think about the mascot? We created a mascot.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to bring up your Twitter profile. I forgot about that. Hold on one sec. Let me bring you up to the side. How did you come up with this guy? Can you explain that a little bit while I'm going to get him?
Yeah, so I saw this snowman thing on a game, right? And I said, all right, so I want to start that as my seed. So when you're doing AI, you just don't put stuff in and expect it to come out properly, right? So what you'll do is here, I could actually even show you better with my camera.
Did you share these off from Bud Vision?
Yeah, these are they're coming from Bud Vision. So
there's nothing on your Twitter profile of those pictures you posted earlier.
Yeah, there should be, unless they took them
not
down.
On the Bud Vision Live, which let me go to my notifications from where you tagged me earlier. I don't understand. Oh no, you have two different Bud Visions. You know that, right?
There's Bud Vision 1 and then Bud Vision.
I forgot that this one here was the incorporated through Top Leaf List. That's what this one was.
So Top Leaf List is now no longer. It's just Bud Vision. So what
I'll share this out if you want me to.
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm going to show you what I did. This is an educational thing for people. So,
absolutely, I want to see it.
I found that, right? That guy, I don't know how well you can see it. And then I said, make something similar. I gave the styles and color codes, and it created that right here. Okay. And then eventually it worked into that.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and then it worked into that, and then I got in trouble with that, and
Well, I
then
figure.
and then I made one with. So there's you,
I'm even
but
on
your
a shirt.
shirt. I know I didn't fix it. That's the old
No, no,
picture.
no, no. I mean, I'm on the Yeti shirt.
Yeah, you're on the Yeti shirt.
Sweet Patrick, cheers. I got a joint going of strawberry jam. That is so cool, man. So
So
which one are
yeah,
you going to
so
decide as your main logo? Because I know you said that you posted one, and then of course, once you post one, if you got a blue check mark, you got to wait like a week before you can do another one. If not, they think you're a bot doing that too.
yeah, no. So they finally gave me my check mark back, and then
Okay,
I didn't get in trouble there. And then that is one that I made right there, where
that's really
he's a
cool.
big gummy. And then this, I'm going to make some shirts. So that's a good one for a shirt, and hats. And then, yeah, so, and then, yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ones there.
Now, which one did you select that you're going to actually change the logo to? Is it the one that you've got actively on the Bud
Well,
Vision?
we're gonna keep the main logo the way it is.
Mhm.
We'll keep we'll keep uh we'll keep that logo, right?
Well, I
But
was meaning
that's
the one with the Yeti. Were you
yeah,
going to?
so the Yeti, we're just gonna use, so the main Yeti one is gonna be the one with the V,
Uh-huh.
and that'll be the main Yeti one. But when you go to like somebody's website, and you know how they have like the Facebook, Twitter icons and all that,
Yeah.
that's what that's replacing. So instead of having like a boring square FB icon, we're just gonna have that little Yeti there, right?
Okay.
And so the Yeti is a cross between a troll and a snowman with the basic design of that guy, that one right
Gotcha.
there, And then we're making all our holiday stuff already. So
Mhm.
there is the Halloween, and then there's a Christmas one. Where's the Christmas one at? Yeah, there's the Christmas one. I don't know how well you guys can see that.
No, we can see it. Well, I can see it.
So yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
that's
the
very clear.
Christmas one. And then yeah, so and then the Yeti's name is Buddy, like Buddy the Elf.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's so cool.
that's what's going on. And then we have a whole bunch of extra things that we've been building. And then the funny thing is this right here, this FOMO.rest.
Yeah.
There's like 300 people using FOMO.rest right now. I had no clue. I saw bandwidth spikes and I went on to FOMO.rest and I looked into the server. There's 300 people using it and nobody knows about it, So that's kind of cool. So we're tracking a lot of stuff there. But yeah, what else is there? We got the stream stores, the Nuggies, and yeah, that's it. And then
That is really cool, man.
Stoner Jesus is right there.
I see him.
Yeah.
I even see me above you.
No, you're on a special file.
Oh, a special one.
Well, I have. Listen, no, I'm serious. I need to get a bus. I need to get a little toy bus, but not a normal one, a short one. So I have a file for short bus people, and you're in it. I'm joking.
You're an asshole. Damn it, that's not. Well, it is funny. Fuck it, I don't care. I'll laugh. Let's laugh.
I'm just picking on you. You know that.
No, I'm good. If you guys are joining us in Central Times, coming up on that hour, it's 4:20. Well, it's 4:19. I'm getting ready to hit this again pretty hard. I'm going to chase a few ghosts real quick when I do. I got to take a drink. You're not eating any mushroom gummies, are you?
How many people took a short bus to school? Chime in.
Not me. Mine was so fucking big, I had to jump up on the first step.
Have you ever seen that social media tweet or the video where the guy, he looks okay, but you ever met somebody who looks normal and then they've been like in a bad accident or something, and you can tell they're
420. Cheers.
yeah. So
Don't keep talking.
anyway,
I was just cheersing.
the kid is in the yard, and a normal school bus drives by, and the kid goes, "Oh my God, look at the size of that school bus. It's humongous." And his buddy's sitting there and is
I
like,
have seen
"What?
that.
No, that's a normal size school bus. What type of school bus did you take?" "A little one."
How much sleep have you had in the last 3 days?
Not a lot.
About 4 hours?
Yeah, probably. Probably just a few hours.
I don't sleep very often either. I'm just fucking with you. Nesquik?
Yeah, it's my favorite cup.
How long you had it?
Long enough where the thing is coming off.
What the hell's on the back of it? That I can't see.
It's that.
It
It's
looks.
the-
Hold on, let me bring up on a bigger one. It almost looks like Teen Wolf, but I don't think it's that old. Is it the bunny? Oh, it's the bunny. Okay, I don't know what the fuck I was looking at. Whatever the Nesquik bunny or the okay, the bunny. Fuck, I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. What is that bunny's name though? The Nesquik
I don't
bunny.
know.
Anybody know in the chat? I do appreciate everyone who's joined us so far on this afternoon after 5 o'clock. I know you've had a long day of work or a long day of something. We're just in here trying to figure out a better way for you to make some money on the side. This man has created this monster that's going to be able to help all of us prosper in a way that I never thought I would. I just always thought I would be sitting right here doing this shit, trying to like get views, get sponsors, because you can't get monetization doing anything about cannabis on any of the other websites that I've ever been on. And this is going to be a social media giant that you can buy and sell cannabis at. I mean, how the hell did you even think of this shit? I mean, seriously.
Well, you don't even want to know, because I've got documents that go back to 2008 describing and looking at how this could be built, but it couldn't be built because there was no way that anybody could afford the live stream costs because of the bandwidth. Or was it a bandwidth to even put on a phone? You remember what the phones were like? I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the only people that could do this at the beginning, and if you really ever want to see what's happening 10 years down the road, go to the adult websites, because they have the money to create these really new things and pay for the technology, right? That's like that's the bellwether. That tells you what's coming down the road, right?
Gotcha.
So, but the problem is, so we've had TikTok shops for 4 years, 5 years, right?
Yeah,
and
somewhere there.
So yeah, great. What 4 or 5 years, but they blew up. China is really big with live shopping. It's the most biggest thing, and it's like $1 trillion business there, right? In the States here, it didn't really start until COVID hit. Then people were doing the videos and everything else, and so that is when it really kind of started along. And one of the funny things is I have an interview coming up with Inc. magazine, and I have to get this spiel going. So I have like up against the wall here, I have like all these notes and everything that that I've kind of got to go through and talk about. And so that's why this is like really good for me personally, because it's like learning, it's like batting practice, you know what I mean? Because I have to do a lot. So I'll be doing that in April. But anyway, yeah. So it's even funnier because they had called me up and I thought somebody was trying to sell me magazines. I got really angry. I just fallen asleep, and I go, oh no. And then they had to send me a DM through LinkedIn. So that's
awesome, man.
Going on.
Are you going to do it from your home? Or are you going to go to a location to sit down with them, or how's your interview?
I don't know yet. I have no clue.
It sounds like it's going to be pretty intense.
No clue at all. Zero clues. All I do know is that this next week we'll be reaching out to all the influencers who want to be on, and We're going to send them a link on Bud Vision to fill out information so we can make a profile and put that up, so that there could be situations where, a company says, hey, we've been doing this for a month and it's really good, but we don't have time to do it. So instead of hiring somebody and paying them, a salary, let's just go to the influencers, right? Let's just get one of the influencers. Let's get Rob on there and have him do 20 shows, live stream shows, right? So that's something else that we're starting to plan for, which is why we added that feature in where somebody can get invited and stream and set up shows on the back end of another company. So that's a pretty cool new feature. Yeah, we have a lot of new stuff that's rolling out. I really think that we're trying to kind of go through the fine line of being a streaming company and also not trying to be a total social media company, but we need to add the extra stuff in there to promote the stream stores, on the platform itself. And, people who aren't stream store users can, go in there and say, well, hey, I really like this, this strain, and they can share the store, and it'll be in there, on their timeline, or in the old days they called it the wall. It's on my wall. Go look at my wall. Whatever. But
I remember that. Yeah, whatever changed that, I'm not sure.
I think Facebook did. So,
did they? I definitely remember that.
Yeah. I was gonna wear the Raiders shirt today, but I couldn't find it. Kind of like the Raiders couldn't find a winning season in the last couple of years.
You know what? All that losing's got them #1 pick this year.
As long as I hope it works out.
I do too.
I hope it works out. It's just sad. The Raiders they move too much. They change things too much. They just, and who would have ever thought Pete Carroll wouldn't have worked out?
I did. Because every time, it seems like anytime a good coach goes, they always clash with one of the Davises. Used to be Al, of course, before he passed.
Yeah.
And you can't control a team under the advisement of somebody else who's not allowing you to coach a team. The only person they allowed coach a team, in my opinion, was John Madden and John Gruden. Those are the only two men that the Raiders organizations have ever let coach their team.
Yep.
I mean, I get it. You have multiple coaches. Everyone wants to be involved, but you can't Jerry Jones it. You can't be standing on the sideline overlooking your coach's shoulder, expecting him to not be nervous, going, well, fuck, if I mess up, I'm going to be fired.
Yeah.
Like what happened, was it yesterday or day before in the NCAA finals? There was only 4 people on the court. The coach forgot to send the 5th person in, and ended up the winning shot was made and that team lost. They were trying to blame it on the officials for not calling it. Officials are only going to call it if there's too many people out there. They're not going to call it if you're slipping and going, hey, you might want to get your other player out here. That's the part of the team deal. I played football when we've had too many, they'll stop you. Don't got enough, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, no.
And you look back and you're like, where'd he go? Well, I guess he wasn't mine. Well, then you figure out no one was there. I hate that for anybody. But that's the way the Raiders organizations have always worked.
Yeah.
But I'm only a guy that sit around and watch them. I don't get in depth with the coaching pool to see who needs to come out next, or like this guy that they got coming in from Seattle. He seems like the John Gruden style, where they'll keep him for multiple seasons. I don't see them bringing him in for one and just trying to fill his spot. They were filling the shit out for a while. They were trying to find who they wanted next. I believe they went after Gruden and he wouldn't come back, but I wish he would have. So Mr.
Well,
Gruden,
he has a lawsuit here in Nevada against the NFL.
I thought he did because of the reason why he was terminated and not allowed to come back. Because he's coaching college.
I don't think Gruden's doing college yet. He might have got a spot.
Wasn't he a part of a college team this past year?
No.
You're sure?
No, he's got a show, a podcast where
I know
teams send him gear, but yeah, he's not coaching. I don't think he's coaching because he's still getting paid.
I know, but he was with this college football team so much last year. I thought he was a part of the coaching organization.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know. I've been saying that too much. When I
Yeah, it
run
is.
out
You
of
don't do
words,
that. I like that.
yeah, and I don't like that word. I don't like saying that either because it is what it is. All right.
No, he doesn't. Maybe he was just a part of that being down there with his podcast. I don't know. He followed that one team, I thought, all the way up to their bowl game.
Yeah.
I'm
So who wants to know if we're ready to do shows?
me.
No, well, yeah. So the reason why we haven't done any shows yet is simply because I have to organize the products that we're going through because we're using brands right now, right?
Mhm.
So the brands are telling us what to use, what not to use. And so we had a conversation this morning with Adventus, and so we're got a whole bunch. So yesterday was a whole bunch of stuff came in, and so I'm setting that up, and then I want to try to do shows in other areas besides the studio to make them more interesting.
Mhm.
And then Realize Hemp was at Champs Trade Show. So there's a little bit of gearing up for this that has to be done. So yeah, 20 shows by March 31st. And Rob's going to be the first one doing shows. And then he'll be able to kind of cross pollinate and train everybody else on what has to be done. And if you want to know really how to do a show, you can go to youtube.com/
I
at
actually
Budvision.
have the one of those drawn up if you want to watch that video. If it's the last
Um,
one that you did 2 days ago, I'll gladly play it for you.
yeah, sure. If it's yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I just don't remember which one it's saw. It's all good.
This one says invite a guest streamer on your Budvision channel
Oh, we don't need to
or
do that
Budvision
one.
account.
It would be the show times. It would be show times.
How to create a show, time, and Budvision. Yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah,
I
that
got it.
would be the one. That's what you really got to learn. And as that's playing, I'll give you the hacks on how. Well, no, the I already do that in the video, so that's all good. Yeah, go ahead and play it if you want.
Okay. Yep.
Welcome to Budvision. Here we're going to go over how to create a show. We've already created the show. It's right here. You can see the show times in the upcoming section of the website, but we're going to go back and we're going to show you exactly how to create a show. So you'll go to your profile page, and in your profile page, you'll click on show times. Now you'll click here and add a new show, but I'm going to walk you through the information on how to do it by editing this show. So we're going to go in here, we're going to edit. Up here at the title, we could put anything we want here. We could put the product name, or we can call this THCA Flower Hour, whatever you want to put in here. I generally just put a synopsis of the show up here or the product. Here I put the description. Now I'm copying this off of the web page where we're getting the product information from. I will select the city. For this one, I selected New York City. I will select a flash sale. And then because it's in New York City, I'm going to make sure that my time zone is appropriate. And here I'm going to select the date. This is self-explanatory. And then the time, 6 p.m. Here I'm going to upload an image. Now you may not have image. You may have to create images. If you don't have images, you can call us and we can help you with this part. We generally use Gemini to create our images. We were using Sora 1, but that was end of life. There is no more Sora 1. And then this is intoxicating hemp. So we'll go ahead and click on intoxicating hemp, THCA, and you can see right here, this is the category. So you might have to fish around a little bit in the categories to see which one fits. Here is the price. There is a discount going on. So we have selected the discount percentage off, and it is $44.95, so it is on sale. There is no shipping. This is the link. The buy button goes to the website. That is the product page link. Now, if you don't have the images right here, you'll have to create the images. More than likely, you'll be able to get the images from the product page itself. And then we just click Save Changes. That's how easy it is to create a Showtime.
That was really cool, dude.
Yeah, it's that's the best thing. And what's even better is, so we're gonna start doing remote shows, right? We're gonna do remote shows with you here, and then we'll do a show during the stream. So what you're able to do, because you're going to probably have a mobile phone, you're not going to take your gear with you. You know what I mean? Somewhere.
Right.
So you could just go on your mobile phone, log into your account, and then you could click go live. And once you go live, it'll give you the option of what show you want to do. And you'll just click on the show, the title of the show, and it auto populates all the data, because you don't want to sit there on your phone, typing all your stuff in. So what I do is I make everything on my laptop first. Okay, so what you're going to see next week, what you're going to see is maybe 100 shows that I've put on a laptop for the full month. You can do a year, whatever, right? But once those shows are up there, then I could just go with my phone and go do whatever I want and go live at a dispensary or in that, whatever I want to do. So yeah, that's kind of the cool feature that we have. That is a better way of doing things than what we're doing right now.
Do you want to watch the one that's invite a guest? The guest streamer?
Sure.
I mean, it's up to you. I knew
I
things you want to talk about too.
I do these late at night, and I don't remember a lot of them.
What better way to welcome it to your world from the Dank Dungeon Chronicles to your home? All right, give me a second. I'll bring it up now. Oh, man, that's funny. I'm sorry. I hate to laugh, but I'm going to laugh anyway. No, it's okay. You guys are watching from many socials right now, and you're not following them on YouTube, and you want to keep up to date on all these how-tos and the easy walkthrough, step-by-step things that Troy's put out here. Make sure you follow him at Bud Vision over on YouTube. Bring it up now. I'm not even going to talk. I'll let you talk.
This is how you get invited as a guest streamer. Log into your profile page. Find and invite the streamer. They must be a Bud Vision.
Wait, I'm going to pause for a minute because that does sound like you wrote that early in the morning and just decided to record yourself because you sound half asleep.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, that's my Frenchy side.
Streamer. Search for the streamer's username. Remember, they must be a Bud Vision user. Click on their name and then click invite. They will then show up as invited on your profile page. When they accept it, then they will be seen as a guest streamer.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you again what that was, but I didn't want to be that guy, so I decided not to.
What was it?
I was waiting until you put everything out. Oh, yeah. When you first brought that up, because I was, I was kind of a little inebriated whenever I was there when we done it the first time, and I was gone, and I was like, I don't remember what he said, and I hate to be stupid to ask you again. So I'm glad you put these things up here. I really am. I do appreciate you sharing that. Make sure you go to Bud Vision. It's free to sign up. Just sign up. Make sure you follow me and Bud Vision, because if you want to be a streamer, you have to go through me. If you want to be an influencer or whatever you're calling yourself these days, you got to go through me. So when we start doing this, it's going to just go like a fucking rocket, man. I really can't wait. I'm proud of you. I know I've never met you in person, but someday I will. I hope you are. Really,
we had that conversation a couple I don't know, last night at 3 a.m.
A couple hours ago. Yeah, I was looking at my watch too. Yeah, it was roughly 12 hours ago.
Yeah,
No,
we had that
14 hours
conversation.
ago.
Well, there's an office right across from the Legion Stadium, So so we it's one baby step at a time, And
I'm gonna.
the really hard thing about dispensaries. So here's a dispensary. This is how dispensaries market now. This is a daily card of the specials,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay, now you can get these on their website, but dude, you know how many freaking websites you got to serve, right? I mean, to get specials and you don't know, the stock might be out, you don't know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. So this is some of the areas that, we're getting into where these are stream shows, right? And they go into your stream store. And then once they're in your stream store, people could look at the
Uh-huh.
product, they could look at you, they could see what's going on. Hey, look, I need a haircut.
Yeah, you
Look like
do.
a fire helmet. I haven't had a
Well,
haircut.
I didn't know if you were going to keep it up there for very long. I was trying to keep on pace. I just got a message from Zen through Bud Vision. Any kind of social media, sign up. Make sure you're following each person that's on there. Communicate with them. Ask them if they've seen shows that you haven't seen. Figure out things that. Okay, do you remember the other night when we were watching that one? I seen you in the chat. Yeah, it's in their stream store. Jump right down there. You can see exactly what happened.
Yep. So we're gonna
You
fill
were
up one stream store, and then that'll be an example of that'll be real. But so yeah, over March is set where we're still fixing stuff, and thank God for the people who are on this program, because not only are you participating, we've become part of a community with Rob, and I find stuff out that needs to be fixed, and we put it in a list and fix it. I would actually say probably 80% of our bugs have been found by users through Rob, which is a
wow.
great help. It
That's
helps out
awesome.
a lot. And
I'm a
remember,
beta bot.
and
Just throw your shit at me. I'll figure out what's wrong with it.
remember, you're here. You're here when it first got started. Everybody in this program, you're here when it first got started. We're growing because of the community. And so what we're thinking about doing actually is we're thinking about starting a contest where people will use their invite links, and we'll monitor how many people on a page on the website where how many people are leading, and then every month we'll give prizes to the leader and then 4 other prizes. So if you ever want to really start participating in that, it's like right now, I'd start creating followings on Bud Vision, having people invite them to get signed up underneath your invite link, and then you'll get credit for it. Because if you bring up bring up your account, do you have your account on there?
Me? Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me.
No, I'm not yelling
I'm
at
letting
you.
you talk, but yes, I've got my account right here set and ready to fire, man. Goodness gracious. I'm just a person, okay? Stop yelling at me. It hurts my feel goods. There's my account. It was already set and ready to go.
So go down to where the invite link is.
Okay, I'll stop screaming. Oh, ouch. Anyway, what'd you say?
You have the guest streamer, right?
Yep.
You could switch the account, but go down to the referral program.
This one.
Yeah, so
easy one.
We're going to start using the referral program as a contest tool. Sweet. And that number of signups will be in there with your referral information. And we're going to use that. We'll put that on a page, and that will just be, there'll be a gift, a reward every month for the top 5.
Sweet
referrals, and then so that's what we're
thank you so much, Sam.
Doing.
Yeah, stop yelling at me. I'm high. Hit it. You're taking away my high. Too. It hurts my feel goods. Anyway, do you want to do a mock-up of a visit store? Hey, guess what you can do right here on my page when you follow me? Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Hold on. I got to stop sharing this one and then start sharing this one because for some reason it won't connect like that for whatever effing
Well,
way.
yeah, I won't do it on the live streams.
No, well, it does. Every once in a while, I will on StreamYard.
Sure.
Sometimes it doesn't. But ever since that, this is where it's going to take you because I was going to take you here anyway. Go check out the Bongmaster Rob collection at Brightside Supply. It's been running at the top the whole time.
Hey, we should buy some stuff and make that
You should.
giveaway.
You should because everything that's being sold right now is supporting my trip to the 420 event up in New Buffalo, Michigan. Really, really soon, you guys are going to see the unveiling of this beautiful jacket. It's going to have all the sponsors on it. There's 8 in total, along with me, on this jacket. It looks beautiful. It's going to be huge, just huge. Wait, or is it huge? How do you pronounce huge? Do you put the H in it, or do you just use the U? I didn't want to mispronounce it. It's going to be huge.
I huge. Huge.
I huge. Like Howard Hugh, but he's got a juge at the end of his name. Please, by all means, stop over and check it out.
What's the pink one? Show me the pink one. I want to see the pink one.
What? Okay. Do you want the pink T-shirt?
No, the pink logo on the other one.
What?
There's a pink. There's a pink. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that
is
one.
my
What
studio.
is that one?
That is my studio. Well, that's how much you know me. I fucking love you there, sir. This is the Dank Dungeon. It is a mix between Castle Grayskull and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I wonder how many people know what Castle Grayskull is.
The people that are my people, it's huge. Huge. What did he say was his idea? Did I miss out on an idea when I was looking at something? Or
no,
the direct link to our store?
Give gear away to the.
Oh, you need to. Why don't you go over there right now and just buy a whole bunch of them? You do that? Or you could just go over there right now and buy a whole bunch of them. It's right up here at the top. See it?
Yeah, go to the top.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's strolling across the top. Anyhow, I'll get back on track now. I'm very, very sorry. Now that this competition is going on, I'm going to put that up there for a few minutes, and I'm going to switch it again. Go sign up at my link. Got to get one of the top 5. What kind of prizes were you thinking about giving away with people whenever we do that? Well, okay. That's the best way to do it. I'm going to put my link back up here now because we're going to sell some shit to you by the end of the show. I'm going to put it up there again.
I just, it's easier just to give money because it costs so much to ship shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just give money because that is good. Give money.
I'm going to make him order before the end of the show. I guarantee it. I'm going to wrap you in a Bongmaster Rob bikini by the end of the evening. We've got 97 people joining us right now in the first 45 minutes, sir. I want to thank you for everything that you've brought out there. If you want to start back again with some of the stuff that you were talking about with the companies and what they're looking for in a streamer and on the audits they're going to want to go through, all this kind of stuff to make sure that we are the people that we're presenting to be. That was my biggest fear when I first got out there because I'm a nobody in my own eyes. I have a following, but I don't know if that following is strong enough to carry me where I thought it wouldn't until I met you. Now I've got another way to show that following. I can keep pushing it. So I want these companies to rely on me. I want them to, if they see that list that you're talking about, the profiles of people, I want them to go, I want that guy. Not because of rabbit ears. Look at his numbers. Look at his consistency. Look at if there's an opening right now tonight, he's already filled that slot. He's ready to be there. And that's what I want to do.
Well, you don't have very many fake followers, and the followers
you don't have very many low.
You don't have very many low followers. When you start getting into the 50,000 range, start picking up fake followers. But you got to remember, Twitter gets rid of the fake followers. So
if you
have real followers, you're fine.
But the crazy thing is that like Twitter, the first time I called them bot herpes is what I call them. When I hit the 5,000 mark, immediately 1,000 hit me overnight and they comment on everything you put out there. And then you click on their profile and it's like 0 and 1. And the only person they're following is you. It's like the fuck, then you got to go through and delete every one of them. Finally, either it was through the AI program that Elon put on there, or it was just a new update for Twitter. But either way, they finally got rid of majority of that. I think I've been hit maybe twice since then. I was going to ask you that. Do you get that kind of shit with a more professional site like yours that has a bigger following than me? Because yours is more than doubled of what I have on Twitter. Do
So
you
this
get
is
that?
what
Like if you hit like a milestone number?
so I don't, one of the things I've noticed on Twitter is you used to be able to mouse over and see the exact number, right? Now you can't do that, but what I do see happening is I'll grow from like, so this is a good example.
I'm
So
pretty sure
a couple
Ziblin's the
months,
one who told me about bot herpes because I was doing a giveaway to 3,000 when he's like, this one's going to be really good, but when you get to 5,000, you got to be careful. And
yeah,
I'll be damned if it wasn't the second I got hit 5,000. I got
but then they
shit on so
disappear.
bad. I'm just a girl.
Your
Just a
followers
girl.
will disappear. You go down like by 500. And the reason you go down is because the API went through and deleted a whole bunch of people.
I hope I'm pointing at the comment and like not just empty outer space, because sometimes people tell me I'm pointing the wrong directions at people and I don't know where. But this is something that Zen and I used to talk about all the time. And I used to have people approach me on those. And I always thought,
Yeah.
well, I could do that, but what's going to happen whenever a company like you come to me? Because this is what I want to do. I'm not doing it just to kill time. I was going to sit here and smoke weed anyway. I finally just decided to share my story, and I'm glad my story has brought me to your doorstep. And I hope I can walk through your house and we can jump in the pool together, kind of thing. What is that?
So these guys here,
Talker.
they contacted me because I had a high quality of followers, right?
Right.
And this is probably, and it hasn't been this way for a while, but this is $35,000 right here.
Holy fucking shit.
You know, that's what this is. And that includes being on the platform too, right? So,
Wow.
I mean, if you have a lot of followers on Twitter that are engaged a lot, I mean, I've gone, you know, pretty high engagement. You know, those are the numbers you can start to command when you get into somewhere around the 10 to 10,000. You get, you know, a good engagement. You can do that. Now the thing is we weren't gonna use Twitter. We were gonna just kill it, right? But you know, like last week we switched it to Bud Vision, and then we have Bud Vision 1. But yeah, I mean, you can get really big numbers. But if you've got like 30 or 40 or a couple 100,000 people, and you're not being approached by companies who want to pay you $10, $15, $20,000, then that means that their team has done an audit, because you can audit anybody's profile, right? It costs money, but you know, that means that somebody has looked at you and they've done an audit and they say, well, you know, maybe not. And that's where it gets into micro influencers. Anybody under 10,000 is a prime candidate for a micro influencer, because that means that, you know, like shows like this, you've got several hundred people that, you know, will pop in, and then, you know, they're on Twitter, you know, and they're looking at things. But yeah, that is pretty much key. So that's what, and that's why I contacted you. I told you this last night. You know, you're like Steady Eddie. You know, you've got a group of followers. You haven't given up. You're not making any money. I told you this last night. I said,
Oh yeah, thanks for the kick in the balls again. Go ahead.
I don't mean it in a
lay it
bad
on
way.
deep. Lay it on deep. You know, you're in the middle of nowhere. Have absolutely fucking nothing, Rob. Paying the fucking light bill on the third one that's due on the 21st of the last one. But it's all right. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna go down the Vegas Strip. Don't worry about me. I fucking love you.
You know what I'm
man. I'm just playing with you.
No, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, you spend more money on these shows than you make, you know, and that's a problem in the cannabis world. That's a really big problem, you know, and you know, I feel that, you know, a lot of companies think that, you know, this is easy, but it's not. It's a long marathon run, and that's why I sent you a weed hat years ago, you know, a couple of years ago, and you're still there, and I'm like going, dude, that's like the perfect candidate, you know.
It's right there. I
So
mean,
yeah,
that's damn near in every outdoor video that I did in the first 2.5 years. And now it's been washed so many times. One of those hats that when you pull it down, you can't really read it. So that's the only reason why I don't wear it anymore. Unless I fluff it up, you can't read what it says, and it makes it look like make num num again. That's all you can see.
we'll get you another one.
I know you were supposed to do that a while ago.
Well, yeah,
Now,
well that's a whole nother area of
say for instance with cookies.
yeah.
Now, with mine, where I have half the following you do, does that make them or make me not as like approachable? Or what do that?
It
What all
depends
do they
on your
look
audit.
for?
Our audits are your audits and my audits are the same. So for about a year, I barely touched Twitter because I was building Bud Vision, right?
Right.
And not touching it was one of the best things to do because that seasoned it where people fell off, there was deletes, I wasn't growing it at all, right? So it kind of concentrated into a better group of individuals, right? So yeah, I know it, it the only reason I care about Twitter right now or LinkedIn or whatever is because it gives me a platform to grow my following on my own, social media site. And that's called priming the pump. And then the influencers will help prime the pump. But I mean, we had this conversation yesterday. I'm like, I'll tell you the truth.
Right.
Maybe there's 20 influencers that watch us here, right? And out of those 20, there's probably going to be 2 that make it a year just because that's just life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Completely
those 2
understand
that
that.
make it a year are going to get, they're going to get stock in the company. And that's like a really good thing. The rest of them aren't. They're just not. They're gonna, they're gonna go do other things or whatever. If I was in anybody's shoes besides myself, I would consider this, and I'm not saying I'm him, but I would consider this being at Facebook, being on Facebook when it first got started at Harvard. That's what I consider this right here. This is the conversations that, we're going through the same learning curves as they have went through, but we're starting with an advantage because we're able to use AI. We're not using algorithms, right? We're using AI to better the decision-making process for people who are going to, use the platform, using a platform.
Right.
If I had a choice to, let's just say this, if I wasn't working right now and I was unemployed and I was working for free for somebody, content, videos, doing that online for myself, I would stop. I would call me up instantly. I'm just telling you this.
No, but it's truthful because I was that person forever. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't make any money doing this. You cannot monetize in the marijuana industry on any of the social platforms.
No.
If anything, they're shooting for it. And you and I have been restricted more times than not. We've had shows
LinkedIn.
removed from YouTube. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
2 days ago, they sent me an email and I was just talking about Bud Vision.
I don't understand it.
It's bad, but
well, I'm glad the audit went well for mine because I don't like it when somebody goes inside my butthole, but I'll gladly offer mine over. I was worried about that though, because if you look at my followings from my different social platforms, they're all different. I mean, they're all over the place, and I know it has to do with how much I'm on each of those platforms, but there's people there that I need to introduce to this, and that's what I'm trying to get out to do it, but I don't know how to say it without making me sound like I'm one of those trolls going, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for your company. They're going to delete that app or delete my message. Or I go strongly at it like, hey, you guys really might want to watch this show today. This is a way that you can, progress yourself. It makes it hard because it's like that following isn't there. So once you have all those flyer things set up that you have already put in our Google Drive, I'm going to keep putting them on those social medias and attach Bud Vision's website until Meta, of course, removes them. And until they warn me to restrict, then I'll stop doing it. I've gotten away with putting it on there before when I do little reels at top. I can put it in the direct link. So far, so good with those. And it has been bringing me more people from the cannabis world to those two social medias that I haven't used that at for a long time. I
Yeah.
would love to be able to like migrate one to the other, but I don't need to do that anymore because you created something for us all to migrate to.
Yeah.
You found us
And one
that
of the
lost land, that special little spot that we all can just sit around and chill
no
and smoke and make money
reliance
from.
for real reviews. Yeah, so we haven't put the reviews up. That's something that's a
No, that's
note.
it. He was talking about what we were meaning when you were talking about the audits from the companies, especially
Oh
with
yeah.
things that they want to make sure of, which if you're going to go buy a new car, they're going to do a credit check. Or if you want to be a school teacher, or I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that one. If you're going to be anywhere, everybody does background checks now. They're going to know that you're not some crazy like dude down by the river living in his van, as reversibly said, like Chris Farley would. But I'm ready for that. I don't care. I have nothing to hide, and I want to make something of this. And I'm so proud of myself that you're actually wanting to involve me in it. And I'm glad that all the people watching now are people that have signed up already, had enough faith in me to understand what you're describing and how we're going to work this through to make this grow for the entire community, to make it just a new place, a new app, or a new website for people to go and say, I don't want to hear all this bullshit today like there is on Facebook. Let's go see what's going on over here.
Yeah.
And would you explain a little more about the community? We just gained another 25 followers right now, and I wanted to
So the
for you to bring that up
community,
again.
I mean, the number one thing about the community is, we all have to be honest people. We can't. So one of the things in the audits that's come up over the last couple of days for a couple of people that we've audited that have talked to me, there's a bug. There's an adult theme.
A bug?
There's like a bug around here. I don't know. Anyway, so you have to really
There's
watch.
nothing to do it. Oh yeah, they'll let you do that, won't they? They'll let you just drop every kind of porn bot on Facebook. Oh my god! Every time I watch a little short video on Facebook, it is like click here and we'll take you over here, or it's a blue chewing or something like that. It's what I just want to watch this 30-second video. But if you put a 30-second video up there that has weed in it, oh no, you got to remove it. What I was meaning about the community part was how you were saying it was going to be incorporated into Bud Vision, on how we all be able to put things in there to chat with if we knew what YouTube community was. I didn't mean like the stoner community. We just went through everything you just talked about with the audit. We're trying to shuffle through. Come on.
So basically the community, the influencers, we're all work together. I've had companies ask me, well, why can't I just put one video up for all the cities?
Right.
Because that's spam. I mean,
right.
I'm not going to go search all to figure out if there's, a certain type of dog walker strain down the street, so we have to keep things organized and in categories. And that's all part of being a good community with, with what we're doing as an organization. And then also people who are part of the community for a long time and who are kicking ass, I had talked to you last night about this. We have a group of influencers come to Vegas and everybody gets together, and you said, well, hey, that's an explosion because, one guy talks to a pervert girl, another, and it's just like, it's all these ideas start bubbling up, and that's, that's where we're going to go in that direction.
Shit far. Could you imagine like 60 of us sitting in a fucking room together, how thick that cloud would be and the different thoughts that would be rolling through that?
Well, I already listen to this. I went over to Walmart and I bought 40 tents. And 40 tents in the backyard in July when it's 200 degrees out. That's a good party.
No. No. What the fuck?
You can get tents for like $15 each. And I'll have listen,
no,
I'm gonna have them put Bong Rob on there and Bud Vision, and you get a tip to take home.
You're crazy as shit outside. What's the average temperature out there in the summertime? I ain't doing that shit. I'll sleep under a tree. I am not crawling in there. No, you were. But when we first came on, you were talking about how it was the community space to where we'd be able to put pictures up there or share other things in there with one another also. No, you're good because we're talking about 5 things at once, and we've been running for an hour, and I want to make sure that we do hit everything again.
It's so much. It's just too much.
What did you eat now? Oh, you're laughing at me in a fucking tent, aren't you?
I'm just laughing because there's a spot in the yard where the dogs all take a crap.
Tim, please. We'll all show up, stand outside your room like dripping sweat and having one bucket. Can we take a shower? No. Come on, please.
It's the Bud Vision concentration camp for influencers.
My gosh, dude. That's fucking funny. You're awful.
I already told you I'd buy you a motorhome.
I would rather have a motorhome than a fucking tent.
You can go on Facebook Marketplace, and I can get you a nice motorhome for $4,000.
Well, at least you went with 4,000 because I've seen some for sale around here for less than that. Could you imagine me?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a $4,000 motorhome.
That is 2,100 miles from here to there. No, I am not driving a fucking POS that far and plugging it in to your shitter hole. No.
Hey, Rob, I got your motorhome. You're gonna drop it off. You're gonna be going, oh, and it's gonna be on a tow truck with no tires.
Yeah, I heard you were good with your hands. Can you be out here in 6 weeks, though? Here's a truckload of parts right on top of it.
Dad, now you'd be like Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, that's exactly what was running through my mind the whole time. Coasted into town on fumes. Gas money ran out in Gurney. Yeah, no.
I'm crying.
Gosh, you know what?
I'm sorry.
It would be worth it. I would do it. Man, do you know how bad I want this to push me to that point that I wouldn't give a damn if I had to run around like a chicken with my head cut off to get out of the situation that I'm in? Don't you dare do that. You haven't done any of them so far. He's got to calm down now.
It's too much.
Have rifle. Yeah, but I live in Appalachia. Shit, there's not going to be any Starlink signal. We don't even have cell phone service around here.
And the satellites are in the air.
I worked with GPS for a while. Once that satellite hits the horizon, you lose it regardless if you like it or not. That's why your calls get dropped. You got to wait for it to re-up again. Before he gets too out of whack, what he's meaning by the community, if I took it the way I took it, between us talking about 15 different fucking things.
I'm sorry.
No, it was somewhat like, no, dude, I'm just giving you shit. If you're familiar with YouTube community on how you're able to put, I swear to everything that is holy, if somebody does not make a Ralph Wiggum doll of you and squeeze it and laugh like you, they're missing out on a fucking killer money opportunity.
You know what would be really cool?
That was my space.
What's it saying? That works by space.
There he goes. That works by space.
Is that who is that?
Zen.
Have we ever met them?
I think you've met. Yeah, Zen come in one day when you were in here. Yeah, Zen's a good friend of mine. He's been with me since the very beginning. Oh, absolutely. He's the brains behind anything when it comes to me. This stand that I still use when I stream is a gift from Zen back when I first started.
Let me see that. Show me that.
Hold on, but here's one of the other gifts that he gave me that's still in the fucking dungeon.
Oh,
I stabbed myself so many times with that bastard. Had no idea what it was for the longest time. I just thought he sent something to me because he wanted me to shove it in my ass.
I don't know what to do.
You take it's one of the little thingamajiggers to clean out. Go ahead and laugh at me, Stoner.
It's my little friend.
No.
No. My little friend.
Are you putting shit behind you now too?
Hey, it's my little friend. It's me, my little friend.
You're too high for this shit.
Raja.
You're too high for this shit.
Guys, look at this.
No. Are you asking me to show you this? Let me show you this.
This came from Adventus 8.
Did it?
Yeah, it was like.
Is it a ashtray? Is it?
Yeah,
what is
it's an ashtray.
No shit.
Yeah. No,
I better get one of them.
Yeah. No,
you don't need it? Why do you have it? What, you just don't have it set up behind you?
I think I think they. I don't know. They
There's sometimes I think you should just quit talking.
No, it looks like
This was one of
the
them.
Max Mad. What's the Max guy? Because of his chin, you know what? Max Headroom. Like
Wow,
his
you
face.
just dated yourself. Fuck, I use Max Headroom references all the time, and
myself
people
for a
look at me
long
like I
time.
farted in their mouth. I'm
That's
serious.
right.
It's crazy. Yeah, this is the AI pet, the scary fucking thing that when you plug it in and you think you're going to use the camera, it'll go reet, reet, and it makes that noise. It was Skynet coming after me long ago. I couldn't use that thing. I just use it as a holder now when I'm streaming, or I use it to walk around the yard and stuff with. I think freak me the fuck out. I'm serious. I would love to send you one just so it would be spinning around in your room every time you walked in there.
Yeah, no. Hey, you ever get like really high or drunk and then you lay on your bed and you think you're good, but the fan's going, and then you start getting dizzy, and then yeah, it's all over. Yeah,
I have seen my fair share of ceiling fans.
Ooh.
And then you put your foot. Well, I didn't mean it like that. Well, I guess you're going to take it that way.
I didn't. I didn't take it that way.
Some of my scariest videos too, Zen. It freaked me the fuck out when I started doing that thing before. But yeah, it does. I love it. I will always use it. It still works too. When I plug it into the power, it works. What?
Somebody needs to ask a question.
I was getting ready to ask you a question. If
Go
you
ahead.
Wouldn't mind. I was. Will you show me that pin from Cookies again? Will you show some of the stuff you have behind you or beside you?
About business.
Ooh. We were bringing the influencers in so they could hear the new. Are you going to vandal? Wow, that shit must be really, really potent and click on you quick. That's all I can think. Wow.
I'm a George Costanza hand model.
I'm afraid to George Costanza. I'm afraid to bring you up solo. Pull out the pin. I was going to ask you, is that a charging port for the pin? Does that cord plug into the back of the block, or does it plug into the pin itself? Or the battery, sorry.
This plugs into here. That plugs into right there.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. When you first opened it, I thought maybe that you would stick it back in there. Is there not a port on the side of it, on the side of the thing in your right hand? Cheesehead, the big old fucking box that came in.
This is just a box.
Oh, okay. It's cardboard. Well, it looked to me like it was the same texture and everything.
No, but that's actually a cool idea.
I know, to make it like a charging port box. That would be fucking cool shit. Just set all your fucking batteries down in there. Let them all have the same type charger to pull through.
Yeah.
$1 million idea, dude. You better fucking patent it for me.
Yeah.
You got that pull. You just heard it. You draw it up. I'll play with it. No, I won't. I'm just bullshitting.
It is a really good idea, though.
I know it is.
It's a really good idea.
But I wasn't meaning to gloat when I said it. I just thought about it. That is really cool, though, because I really thought the way you opened it, it seemed like it was something you would want to keep around and reuse. You have it upside down.
No.
Don't you? Are you sure? I thought the bigger part. Okay, I'm wrong. Wow, I must be that high.
Oh, this one's really cool. It's like a bullet.
How big is it? How big are the cases? Like the size of a pop can?
No, they're like the size of a large aspirin bottle.
Okay, that's not bad. I would still keep it around. It's cool shit.
Yeah, no. So this.
Why I would keep it around? I don't know. I'm a stupid hoarder. Every time I get something cool, I'll be like, I just want to hold it.
This is from Adventus 8.
That is from Cookies.
Yeah, Cookies and Adventus 8. So, yeah, this is
together with them.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah, this is like really good stuff.
I love it, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
And that's the other thing. I mean, I would literally, if I was an influencer, and I'm doing it right now, you can see what I'm doing on Twitter, right? I'm getting people over to, my following on Bud Vision. And I don't really care if they follow you or anybody else. I'd rather them follow you to start with. But anyway, that's what I would do. Get the people over to Bud Vision. corral them on your profile, because we are going to start having contests on, who has the most signups, right, on the invite link. Okay, that could,
Right.
that's good. And then I would utilize them because, hey, people are getting emails now. When somebody signs up for you, you get an email, you have a new follower, right? And
Right.
then you can send messages to them. You really can
That's what Zen did to me while we
create
were just live a minute ago.
you could create a crew of followers, and then you do your shows, and they're gonna buy from you. I mean, right now, there's no platforms out there but Bud Vision to do this. I mean, it's crazy. And then wait until we get the nuggies.
Oh yeah, that's
The
gonna be a lot
nuggies
of
would
fun.
be really cool.
Do you want to explain them? Because we'll run for an
Yeah.
hour and a half this evening, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine.
It'll be about another 15 minutes, and then we'll run
Yeah.
through and do a recap on everything if you want. But please, I want to hear more about.
So
Go
the
ahead.
nuggies, you'll be able to buy nuggies online from us, and then you can use those as tips to the bud tenders. You can't buy anything, but people are going to do it because they're going to say, hey, come to my show, I'm going to give away 10 nuggies or whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to do that. It's just you just can't police that too well. But anyway, you can tip the bud tenders, and that's good, because if I'm doing a show on cannabis and I've got 1,000 people in there, and every one of them, say 10% of them give me a nuggie, that's $250.
Yeah.
If you make two, and you could, if you could do 5 streams a week and make a couple $100, that's $1,000 a week. That's better than Uber. I mean, you could do it at home. You could almost quit OnlyFans.
I will never quit that OnlyFan I have out there. I love you, Steve.
Oh, that's a new nickname for an influencer. Well, they're an OnlyFan. They only have one fan.
That is me. That is me. I'm telling you. No, I don't have enough pride in myself.
Rogers.
Huh? I'm putting this things at the bottom. This is Herder Edibles. This is Howard's Cash App. Still doing the promotion with him for any kind of help that anybody needs or wants to talk to him. Please reach out. If he's slow at returning, you got to give him a little bit of time. But if you would like to help out in a monetary way to help him get Nan home, we're doing a lot of giveaways. They'll be coming up soon. I'm sure you guys, anybody out there following me on Twitter, have seen the different giveaways that are going on out there. Shout out to Stoner Magazine and Hilly Doe for the first 2 people that I seen that had these things put together. Not that I don't thank everybody else, and I will independently, with Dank and all the other people that are a part of Herder Edibles alone. Thank you guys for helping put all this stuff together. I really do appreciate it, because they were definitely selfless in what they do. So I'm glad that some of us can at least be a little bit selfless in what we do. I'm just pushing shit through while you're talking.
The cops are here.
So it sounds like
the cop dogs are here.
Are they? That really sounds like a vicious cop dog.
It's a little fat dog.
Good gracious. I'm glad you waited toward the end of the show to take that shit. Man, I'm telling you, I would love to try some of that. And you say it will be for sale on Bud Vision?
Yeah, this will be on Bud Vision. Yep. We're gonna start racking up shows. I was gonna start this morning racking up shows, but we're gonna start a little bit later this evening. And the racking up shows is key. 100% key.
I can't wait. I like that. But I was also talking about the tincture you took a minute ago too, not just them.
Oh.
That smile, dude. That's what I was going after. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so.
Yeah. Will it be sold on Bud Vision?
It could be. Listen, the dispensaries can't even sell this. It's got the. So here's the thing. So you have to get insurance for all your products that you sell that have THC in them. Mm-hmm. Has too much. You can't, this is uninsurable stuff. This is like going into the mountains of West Virginia and finding a still and figuring out that it's 200 proof and that
Wow.
that's what this basically is. It's good stuff. It'll knock you into next
Not for the
gear.
faint of heart, then I take it.
Well, you can handle it, but honestly, bang for buck,
I
you
know.
know
Oh,
that
we know.
this
We definitely know. I
this
think everybody that's related to somebody even knows because
is crazy.
there's no wonder that thing got removed from YouTube. My Lord, I've never seen a man eat that many gummies in one sitting that quickly.
You know what's gonna
And then
happen? If Bud Vision really gets big, somebody's gonna find that video somewhere and it's gonna be all over.
it's in my fucking archive. I've got it. I'm gonna be
That's
going
a
on the Oprah Winfrey
negotiating
show
tool.
selling those videos. I'm telling you. Come on in
Uh,
and watch.
hey, don't worry, Rob. Rob, I'll get you that motorhome right away.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I gotta stop by somewhere else first and tell a fucking story.
I gotta go. That motorhome's on its way, Rob. It's
Oh,
coming
Lord have
right
mercy,
now.
dude.
I got it coming for you. It's gonna be there. Hey, you know what would be a really good thing to do is get a shit ass motorhome that is, like a couple $1,000 and then spending more than you bought it for to wrap it and make it look.
Will you stop this? Because I don't want one of them motherfuckers arriving at my house before 420
I
and say,
feel
hey, when
like
you're done, come to
what
Vegas.
happens if I wrapped it with your face all over it?
Oh, I would love the shit out of it. I would work on that motherfucker every third mile if I had to. I'd make sure I made it out there. You better believe it. Good
Uh,
Lord, man.
uh,
You know what you could do? You could just fly me out. That'd probably be a hell of a lot shorter and a hell of a lot cheaper.
It wouldn't be worth the journey, though.
Yes, it would if you sent me those mushrooms you've been eating.
They're gonna make you work hard for it.
I know, but if I ate 1,200 milligrams of mushrooms that you did, no, wait a minute, it was more than that. You ate
I could just
1,200
fill it up with
milligrams.
tincture.
It was 9,600.
I know. 8
Was
of
it?
them.
That's right. Yeah, 9,600 milligram.
Yeah.
The fuck, dude? There's no.
Oh, jeez.
Which one's not as comfortable, the RV or the flight? Come on now.
You could just put all your stuff in the motorhome. That's what I did when I left Ohio with the wife. We just put everything in like a 98 Buick with a kid. They couldn't even see the kid. Couldn't even see the kid in the back seat. That's like them
Hot
fucking
buried.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, the plane. Okay, the plane's not as comfortable. Yeah, there's a lot more leg room in a fucking U-Haul, or not a U-Haul, but a Winnebago that I've got crammed full of all my shit.
Oh, I just had a flashback to Fantasy Island.
Well, I'd be driving by and somebody's the RV.
No, the plane.
I know. That's why I went the RV. Or tattoo.
We need to find out the influencer that's the shortest, and we can have a Fantasy Island skit. They can play. What was that guy's? What was that guy's name?
His name was Tattoo.
No,
it was Tattoo. Yes, it was.
He wasn't Tattoo. That wasn't his name. Was it Tattoo?
Yes, it was.
Is he still alive?
No, he passed away. I think about 10 years ago. I remember. I went to the memorial.
Oh.
I don't fucking know. No, I don't think he is.
I will put that on the wrap too.
What, Tattoo?
Yeah, and I can have you on the side going, deplane. I don't want the motorhome. Deplane.
In case you guys are just joining us, evidently I'm going to get a $4,000 turd parked at my house, wrapped in the beauty of this wonderful face, to drive to Vegas and not have to live in a tent in his backyard. As we were streaming live from the Vegas Strip. Hey, can I park my RV somewhere on the Strip? That would be badass. If you'll get me a spot to park that shit on, we will do that. Just like make me a blimp and float me through. I don't want to get a hot air balloon. I'd be too high. Just like a little blimp, like a Macy's Day blimp.
We got to make sure the motorhome has enough power to get you over the Rockies.
What do you think it is trying to get out of the hole I live in here?
I know. But Ohio
I know, really.
is,
If I drive,
is
not even. Wait,
Ohio is.
Shut up. If I don't even drive a quarter mile out my driveway, either directions, I lose phone service from my Wi-Fi. I shit you not. That is how awful it is through here. Anyway, go ahead.
Ohio is lows on both ends and high in the middle. You know where I found, you know who told me that? My uncle, he's gone now for years, but he used to fly for what do you call the Strategic Bomber Patrol, whatever. And
well,
he
how
was
the fuck am I supposed to know what they're called if you don't know what they're called?
I don't know, but he was in Ohio at Wright-Patterson,
Okay.
and when they got stationed there. That was the joke back in like the 50s. Anyway, so he said that.
Blue Book? Was he a part of Project Blue Book?
No.
Was he a part of Project Blue Book?
No.
Are you sure?
No. You scared me.
No, Project Blue Book was when the military was actually looking into UFOs, and it was centered from a general out of Wright-Patterson.
Really?
He and the guy that Alan. Fuck, what's your last name? Damn it, I'm drawing a blank. Fuck, Robbie. I'm going to stop thinking because my head's going to explode. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The movie was the movie was mocked off his life. Really, he was there on set when that movie was being made. Alan Cornick.
I got something to show you.
Shit, something like that. I can't remember what his name is, but he was put with a general from Wright-Patterson as they were going around investigating, like the one that crash landed in Kentucky. There was one in Alabama. All that kind of shit. You don't believe me?
I got something to show you. Where is it? Am I going the wrong way? Well, hold
Probably.
On.
I hope it's not your belly button picture. The one or your thumb or whatever it was that you sent to poor Ryan. Wherever Ryan is, I'm sorry, Ryan. I don't know you, but I'm sorry.
Is that Ryan?
No, I was
Ryan.
No, I was talking about you. Don't send me the picture you sent to Ryan.
Oh yeah. Here, last night. The UFO.
What the fuck?
UFO. The UFO last night in front of the car.
You got pulled over, dude.
No, that's not possible.
How many of those tinctures did you have before you drove? No, really, that was last night.
No, seriously. Like a UFO.
I would have to have you send me that video to look at in person. I don't think I could believe you. There's too much filter between here and there.
I sent it to you right now.
But you know what, though? If it was flying and then you didn't know what the fuck it was, that means it was unidentified. So if it didn't say, hey, I'm not a tree, that means it didn't identify itself. So it was a UFO, regardless. Unless it was attached to a building and you were just high on cheeseburgers and you were staring at like a Waffle House and the sign was.
I like cheeseburgers.
I've been that guy.
I can prove that. I can prove I like cheeseburgers and waffles.
Oh Lord, dude, you gotta quit. That's too funny though.
Oh shoot! Oh hey, look, I have a friend. You want to see my friend?
As long as it's above the table. Oh, that's your dollar bill, yeah.
This is the Bud Vision Money Man. Sign up for Bud Vision, become a streamer, and I'll visit you.
I will be sure and let everyone know the first time that little bastard there visits me. I might not tell everybody, but there will be signs.
Oh yeah, telling you. Oh shit!
But thank you for clarifying a lot of things about the transparency of these companies that are going to be joining us on Bud Vision and what we all have to watch out for and what we have to make sure the way we bring everything to the table when these companies do approach us, because it does make a lot of sense. These are, potentially multi-million-dollar companies out there that have been around forever. They don't want to attach your name to something. And the thought of you saying, oh yeah, and Rob's going first. Thanks for that, by the way. I mean, I'm very proud that it's me, but I'm going to be a nervous fucking wreck. because I know I'm
You'll
being
be
looked at under a
fine.
microscope by these guys to make sure, do they want me to do it or not? Am I going to make money for them? Am I going to be able to be that one that moves their ship? I want that. I'm ready for the eyes to be on me in that fashion. I honestly think that I've earned my spot here in this, and I thank you for actually choosing me for whatever reason, other than the honesty that I've found. The more we talk about it, it's the more like we've kind of been kindred spirits in a way in the honesty factor. As long
Yeah.
as you're doing what you're doing, you're consistent in what you're doing, it shows that you're a real person, that it matters what you want to do. Because there's been so many fly by night influencers that I've seen on Twitter. And it's not that um they didn't have what it took. It's just their lives are different. I'm actually capable of streaming like this. I like to get my word out. So I do. Oh, I used to stream every single day. I've been doing as much as I can lately, trying to get my name back out there again. Because of this, I'm ready. I can't wait. And I want to thank you again for that. We've had a great evening, and I'm so glad that you waited till the end to take those tinctures because I can see that's wearing on you. I can see it. A special shout out to Fast Rolling Paper, Bud Vision, of course, Humboldt Vape Tech, and Stoner Magazine. I got a great jacket coming up for all of you guys to take a peek at. Puff Mommy 420, if you're watching, you're on there. Herder Edibles, I know you're on there. Enterprise Side Supplies creeping around the corner in that somewhere. You guys are all going to be really, really surprised when I unveil this thing, and it will be up for sale after the unveiling. And I'm glad that you actually want to do this with me. Thank you again. It makes me feel very proud of myself and what I do.
You've earned it.
Anybody out there that needs any kind of information on anything, like the post he put out on Twitter earlier, please feel free to reach out to me. Any of the stuff he was trying to explain tonight, if you have any questions about it, the best way to do it is to reach out on Bud Vision because it immediately goes straight to him. Go right at budvision.com/Bud Vision. And that takes you right to you. Why are you pointing at me? No.
Yeah, they can bug you.
Okay, then bug me. I get paid the big bucks to be bugged by you people. No, really, because if I don't know what it is, then I got to bug him. And then he's like, damn it, get out the cookie jar. Stay away from me. How can you not learn this? How many times do I have to explain this? Where's my yardstick?
I thought you were I thought maybe your old lady left you or your dog ran away. You said, can I call you? I go, yeah, sure. This is okay. It's all good.
No, Bear's a little bastard who comes back on the porch dripping wet. I haven't had anything about the other for about 3.5 years pushing now. I'm just me, myself, and I, but I wanted to ask permission because I didn't want to wake the sleeping dragon and hear that kind of noise come out of you, knowing you only had 2 hours of sleep. But it was easier to explain my questioning than what it was texting because I'm not like you and do voice to text. Have you ever read a message from a 4-year-old at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm going to send these messages to you. It's I, Bob Poop Sack, Barney Mac. Hi. Call Tuesday. That's what kind of messages I get from him at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, I was texting. All right, man. Well, thank you again for joining me. With that, we're going to leave it for the evening. I'll be live again tomorrow. If you're ready to come with me, you can. If not, you don't have to. I will do jumping jacks and flip-flops with you.
Maybe we can do something better where we can get exciting background. Maybe we can go to Circus and have the circus clowns up behind us.
Do that. I will give you the full screen. I will put myself in the little bubble in the corner. I think it's like this. Let me see if I can. I'll rotate us around in a circle. Nope, that's not that one. Is it this one? Is it this one? Nope, not maximize. Hold on, I'll move you around. I'll make it to where you're just little. I promise.
Oh.
Well, not that little, but I will make it to that way. Now I gotta get back to where I was at. Sorry. I don't know why I kept putting like that. See how we're doing this?
Yeah, no.
I'll put myself over there and put you up in this one. I just hit the wrong button. I needed to rotate them down here instead of rotating on the screen. Yes, ride some coasters. Will you do that?
Yeah.
You know what? I like to do.
I'm scared of roller coasters because fat guys get flung out of roller coasters.
It's only because we can't pull the thing all the way down until it clicks. Us chubby fellers need loving too. Leave us be.
Yeah, you go to the state fair and the ride operator always goes to the fat guy.
You know, there's nothing more demoralizing than take a deep breath in. If it's not in the bedroom with someone you love, it definitely is not fun on a roller coaster. No, a little more.
Oh no.
There we go. But that was a chain, sir. I know I needed one more link. That's the way it is around here. They'll go like that and just pull it around and latch that motherfucker behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't like them, because I used to go to county fairs as a kid. All right, man. I will leave you be. I'll get with you
All right.
later on tonight or in the morning. If you want to come live
All
with me
right.
again tomorrow, we'll more than gladly do it. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us. We're going to go home now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.